This is an oceanarium where we keep sea life much the same way as we keep animals in the zoo. Along the shores of the oceans have been built oceanariums to hold sea animals. Visiting them is a fun way of learning about what's living in our oceans. Learning about animals is always exciting, especially when you can see the real thing. Within the oceans, there are many kinds of fish. They come in all different sizes, colors, and shapes. Some fish are dangerous to people, but most are not. We all want to keep away from the shark. These beautiful fish pretend to look like something else by blending in color with their surroundings. This is called camouflage and is vital to the survival of many animals. When a bigger fish is hunting a meal, the camouflaged fish can save itself by keeping very still. Now it's time to see the show. The dolphins are about to perform. Dolphins look like fish, but they are actually mammals. Like the land mammals and unlike fish, the dolphin needs to breathe air. It must swim to the surface to breathe. Dogs, cats, and even humans, like you and me, are mammals. How do performing dolphins learn their tricks? How do they know which tricks to do and when? Their trainers use a combination of whistles and hand signals to let the trained dolphins know which tricks are next. Dolphins learn the signals through praise and reward. The trainers encourage a new dolphin to do simple tasks and reward a job well done with snacks of fish and words of encouragement. As time goes on, the dolphin's tasks are made more complicated. First, it may swim through a hoop in the water, which is raised a little each day. And before long, the dolphin jumps very high. Dolphins like to know when they've done their work well. They also love affection. A hug or a pat lets them know they're appreciated. You must have many questions about dolphins. Fish can breathe underwater through their gills, but a dolphin must breathe at the water's surface through the blowhole on the top of its head. A mother dolphin gives birth near the surface of the water. The baby dolphin, called a calf, is usually born tail first. As soon as it is born, the dolphin calf must swim to the surface for air. At the surface, its blowhole opens and the calf takes its first breath of air. The dolphin calf swims close to its mother, feeding only on her rich milk for about 6 months. Gradually, the calf learns to catch fish and squid, which will make up most of its diet when it grows up. When the calf is about 1.5 years old, it will stop nursing, but may live near its mother for many years. The dolphin is a very social animal, which means it likes to be with others. In the ocean, dolphins live in groups called schools. There are usually 50 to 100 dolphins in a school, but thousands have been seen together. Dolphins have more teeth than any other land or sea mammal, between 88 and 100 of them. The teeth are all pointed and all the same shape. They don't have molars and front teeth like we do. A dolphin's eyesight is much better than our own, and it sees just as well in the open air as it does underwater. Most scientists agree that dolphins probably do not have a good sense of smell, but their hearing is very, very good. Their ears are tiny openings located just behind their eyes. In fact, the dolphin's hearing is so good, it can actually identify things with its ears. Dolphins send out sounds which echo back to them. By reading the echoes, a dolphin can tell the size, shape, and distance of any object. This echolocation ability is called sonar, and it works much like the sonar used by submarines to navigate underwater. Dolphins can make many different sounds, which scientists have studied for years. We don't know much about this dolphin language yet, but we're learning more all the time. Now, we're headed out to sea, where the wild dolphins live. Dolphins are friendly animals. Today, 2 of them will return to the oceanarium with us. We're on the lookout for dolphins. There they are. The dolphins are swimming alongside our boat. The game is hide and seek in the water, and catching a dolphin without hurting it is what we're after. The dolphin we catch will be treated with care. At the front of the boat, a diver holds a net, which is attached to a long line. Into the net and through the hoop goes the dolphin. The long line lets the netted dolphin swim freely without tugging and hurting itself. A brightly colored marker shows us where the dolphin has gone. Our divers go over the side. They'll catch up with the dolphin and bring it back safely to the boat. The divers take another line with them. It will help the others guide the dolphin in. The divers are gentle and help the dolphin not to panic. They make sure its breathing is regular. Now it's time to get the dolphin aboard our boat. It looks like a difficult job, but everything is well planned. This special sling, with holes for the dolphin's flippers, goes into the water and is slid under the dolphin's body. Then, on this stretcher, we lift the dolphin over the side and gently lower it to the deck. Now the net can be removed. The dolphin is made comfortable while we go to find it a friend from the ocean. Dolphins love company. They like to be with their own kind, and they like being around people. In ancient Crete, an island near Greece, it was believed that dolphins were pirates who had been changed into dolphins to make right their wrongs. There are also more modern stories of dolphins helping people in danger at sea. Dolphins and people appear together often in ancient art. The scenes are full of friendship and cooperation. Even today, many fishermen believe that dolphins help them fill their nets. Now we've caught our second dolphin, and we must quickly see to its needs. First, we make sure to keep its skin very wet. Like people, a dolphin can get sunburned. Wet blankets and hosing keep the dolphin's body cool. We talk to it in gentle tones, so it will know we mean no harm. There's a hole in the blanket for the dorsal fin, and the flippers must be kept wet too. The dolphin is breathing comfortably. The boat speeds back to shore, and we take good care of our ocean friends. Careful notes are kept on their progress. Lots of water and cool shade are provided. In the harbor, our dolphins are met by a smaller boat, which will carry them to shore. Even as the dolphins are transferred from bigger to smaller boats, we keep them cool, calm, and comfortable. The last little trip to land. The journey is over, but for these two dolphins, a new life is about to begin. Welcome to our home, dolphins. We know you're more at home in the ocean, but be patient a little longer, and things will get a whole lot better. Before the dolphins get to their new home, they need the proper medical attention, just as we need shots before attending school. A dolphin needs shots before going to an oceanarium. The shots protect it from diseases that could make a dolphin sick. Scientists have studied dolphins for years, and there's still a lot left to learn about them. But we do know a lot about how to keep them happy and healthy in an oceanarium. These two are ready to discover their new water home. The dolphin measures the size and shape of its new space. Using sonar, the dolphin can know every detail of its tank, every nook and crevice, and everything in the tank. The information a dolphin receives from its echoes is so exact that even a blindfolded dolphin can find its way around perfectly. It didn't take long for this dolphin to feel at home. Your friends usually smile at you when you're happy. Our friends, the dolphins, seem to be always smiling. They're happy in their ocean playground and happy to perform for us. There is much more to learn about dolphins and how they live. They are friendly, helpful animals. And while we learn from them, hopefully, we help them in return.
We've all read funny stories about frogs. Why, there's Mark Twain's famous Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, and the Frog Prince. And who could forget Kermit the Frog? But what about the real thing? Frogs are very unusual animals. They live both on land and in water. Animals that do this are called amphibians. Amphibian comes from a Greek word meaning to lead a double life. Amphibians are the smallest class of vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone. Frogs are the amphibians we see most often, but the frog has other amphibian relatives: toads, salamanders, and newts. It's easy to mistake a frog for a toad, but if you look closely, you can see some differences. The frog has long back legs for jumping and leaping, while the toad's shorter hind legs are used for quick, short hops. Another clue is their skin. The toad's is dry with wart-like bumps. The frog's skin is smooth and moist. Did you know that frogs are ectothermic? That means frogs are cold-blooded animals. Their blood is not really cold, but their body temperature matches that of the air or water around them. You and I are warm-blooded animals. Our body temperature stays about the same, 98.6 degrees, no matter if it's a hot summer day or a snowy winter night. Frogs, being cold-blooded, cannot survive cold winters. In order to protect themselves, they must go to sleep or hibernate until spring. They find dark, damp hiding places where they'll be safe from other animals. Sometimes in a mud hole under a log or a stone. Many frogs take their long winter nap buried in the mud at the bottom of a pond. Hibernating frogs do not need to eat because they have enough fat stored in their bodies to keep them alive. Their hearts beat very slowly during this rest period, so they use up very little energy. They get enough air to live through their skin. Some frogs who live in very hot climates escape the heat by sleeping through the summer. This kind of hibernation is called estivation. Most frogs are at home in a pond ecosystem or community. Everything the frog needs for survival is here. This is a leopard frog. Like all frogs, it must keep its skin wet at all times or it will die. Frogs do not drink with their mouths as other animals do. They get moisture into their bodies through their thin, loose skin. The frog's skin serves another purpose. It helps them blend in with nature. Some frogs can even change colors for more protection. Frogs have many enemies. Large fish, turtles, some birds, and snakes. So they need to move very fast both on land and in water. The frog's back legs are very long and extremely strong, helping him to jump or leap many times further than his own length. The largest frog in the world, the Goliath frog of West Africa, can jump more than 3 meters, or about 10 feet. In the water, frogs use their webbed back feet to help them swim. This webbing is created by a thin piece of skin connecting the toes together. The frog's short front legs are used for support when the frog is sitting. Its front feet are not webbed and are used for holding on to slippery rocks and putting food into its mouth. Inside the frog's mouth is a long, sticky tongue. Unlike our tongue, it is rolled up and attached to the front of the frog's mouth. When a frog catches its dinner, some favorites being live snails, flies, worms, and beetles, it opens its mouth, quickly flips out its long tongue, and captures its prey. A frog does not chew its food, but swallows it whole. If you watch a frog eat, It closes its eyes and pulls them into its head. This eye blinking helps to push the food down the frog's throat. Frogs need good eyesight to see small insects. Their bulging eyes are almost on the top of their head. They can see in all directions, even behind them. Each eye has 3 eyelids, an upper and a lower, like you and I do. A third lid covers and protects the eye and lets the frog see underwater. When a frog closes its eyes, it pulls them into its head. Frogs have a nose to smell with, but they cannot smell underwater. Frogs that are night hunters or live underground have a better sense of smell than other frogs. You might think frogs don't have ears because you can't see them, but if you look closely, you will see a circle behind the frog's eye. This is an eardrum that allows him to hear. One sound every female frog listens for is the croaking of a male. This signals that spring has returned to the pond, hibernation is over, and the mating season is here. The frogs wake up and head for the nearest water. Most female frogs lay their eggs in the water. Unlike other eggs, frog eggs have no shells. Once the eggs are laid, the male fertilizes them. A dark spot on an egg means the egg has been fertilized. Each female lays several thousand eggs. The eggs, called spawn, are laid in strings or clumps and are protected by a slippery jelly so they won't dry out. Many of the eggs will be eaten by other animals or dry up before they have a chance to develop. This process, where only the strongest members of a species survive, is called natural selection. The developing tadpole, or pollywog, feeds off the yolk of the egg. About 4 to 15 days after fertilization, tadpoles begin to wiggle out of the egg sacs, looking more like baby fish than frogs. They have tiny gills on each side of their body so they can breathe. They eat very small plants called algae. As the tadpoles get older, they lose their outside gills and grow new ones on the inside of their body. The tadpole's head grows faster than the rest of the body. When a tadpole is full grown, it starts to change into a frog. First, its back legs begin to grow. Then the front legs. In a short time, it grows lungs and loses its inside gills. The lungs make it possible for a frog to breathe air. In time, The tail will become shorter and shorter and finally disappear. Now our tadpole is really a frog. It took only a few months for these leopard frog tadpoles to change into frogs. Other frogs, like this American bullfrog, take 2 years to change from a tadpole into a frog. This change from a tadpole to a frog is called metamorphosis. Of the over 2,500 varieties of toads and frogs, some can live longer than 20 years, but most die at a younger age. During their lifespan, frogs help to keep the balance of nature by eating many of the insects that could destroy farmers' crops and ruin our gardens. Many superstitions have sprung up about frogs and toads. You can't get warts from a toad. And if you think an ugly frog will turn into a handsome prince with just a kiss, think again. Frogs are fascinating and fun to learn about. You've already learned many things, but there's still a great deal more to discover.